Okay, everybody. It's down to the wire here for Dream. The score remains 3-1. Very, very tough situation for him. Now, before we see if this guy can come back, we're going to take a look at a recap here. This is a really important moment in the early game, by the way. Not only because of the SCV kills that he got, but also because of the SCVs he's able to damage, which lets the Reaper come back in, as you can see here, and get several more kills.
Yeah, really building that momentum from the start of the game, essentially. Maru just making all the right choices. Completely opposite to what he did in this map in the round of 16 against Dream. He really turned things around, and this Banshee harassment is just ridiculous.
Just so consistent how much he's able to do with these Banshees. Even if you have a Banshee in your main shooting a reactor, that's still very annoying. You have to deal with that. You have to send SCVs to repair. You know, if you don't have any detection, you're just going to lose it. And, I mean, it's just from the start too much damage. Ends up taking it. Maru looking dominant in this series, the 3-1 lead. There's a shot of him right now.
One more game.
One more game. It's all he needs. Dream is down to his last life. Any loss, any defeat, and his tournament life ends here. And Maru will have proven he is the strongest Terran in the world. Both of them looking very stressed out as we begin to get ready for what could be the final game.
Families are praying right now.
Yes.
This map is going to be Catalina, mind you. And what an explosive map this is going to be.
That it is. A map where we saw Maru with a flawless record on this map. That's really not something Dream wants to think about right now. So we are going to jump into this game in just a few moments. In fact, the countdown has started, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a quick little interview, but it looks like it's been delayed. Catalina, Maru, I believe, 4-0 in all matchups, 1-0 in this matchup. Dream on his last life here. He needs a win. He needs to hang on. Let's see if Maru can close out the series. This is the Neighbors Star League Grand Finals. Let's go into set 5. Down in the bottom right in the red. The Marine Prince, Maru. This guy has won championships. He's been in many finals. He has a lot of experience.
And up here at the 9 o'clock position, we do have Dream. Has to win 3 games in a row if he wants to win this tournament, win this grand finals. It's looking pretty slim at this point after that last game. I got to say, pretty dominating indeed. Well, we do have some downtime, so I want to give a shout out to a Barcraft in Melbourne going on right now. All you beautiful people at the Fringe Bar. How you doing? Have a shot for your buddy over here in Korea.
Hell yeah.
I've been to one of those Barcrafts before, actually, run by Silicon Sports. Those guys are amazing.
If you're at a Barcraft anywhere in the world right now, tweet at us, Moonglade AU and Proxy Wolf. I want to see pics. I've seen a lot already, actually, today. Would love to see more.
Absolutely.
Barcrafts are an amazing thing that has come to Starcraft and come to esports, where you can just get together, meet people who love what you love, have a drink, and enjoy the show.
It's the best thing ever, man. Sitting down, having a beer with all your esports buddies,
your homies.
At the end of the day, I mean, you're all competition, but you're also there to enjoy and love Starcraft.
Now, this is a good map for the sort of just normal gas expand. Thought we might see Reapers, because Reapers are also quite strong on this map because it's really easy to kind of jump up. But turns out we're just going to be seeing, looks like Marines into quicker factories, not gas first factories, but in normal time, as you could see.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of want to transition off pretty quickly, go into the starports, no doubt. Drops, Banshees. Let's see if Maru wants to stay with the Banshee sort of tech that gave him so much success last game. I mean, that game was just ridiculous, and the Banshees had everything to do with it. And it kind of felt like Dream was ready for it as well, but still the damage came. Let's see there. Maru, they're both doing essentially the same builds. For now, at least.
You know what's funny is, when you watch the screen that we look at, even like when you're watching the Terran vs. Terran from a spectator's perspective, when you see the Cloak Banshee doing damage, it looks like, oh, this is annoying, this is doing so much damage. But when you're actually playing against it, you just see this blur. You don't know how much energy it has. You don't know what you don't know exactly how long that's going to last. You can't tell. You don't know what he's going to do with it next. You don't know. You want to scan, but you don't want to scan because you don't want to use that mule. And what if you scan and it gets away? It is one of the tensest, most frustrating, harassed units in the game.
Yeah, by far one of the most cost efficient as well. Especially if you're dropping scans and you don't kill it, and it comes back in like 3 seconds and does more SCV damage. It really gets out of hand.
As Artosis has several times said, it's a DT that can fly, man. It's a nightmare.
It really is.
So these builds in this game are totally mirrored here. We have just Hellion expands.
Well, this is exactly the same sort of style we did see from both players in Game 1 merry-go-round, where Maru took a pretty early victory with the kind of the 2 Hellions out of position.
He's going to do it again?
He's going to do it again.
This time Dream checks, though. Or maybe he's just scouting.
Well, man, even if he checks, he's going to take damage going up a ramp like this.
2 shots, most likely. Okay, he doesn't go up.
Well, he's going to take some damage from Marines instead.
Yeah. Maru's not going to surround him. He doesn't want to show his hand yet.
He doesn't have to. I mean, yeah, he could just wait. And if Dream does commit to it, he's just going to lose the fight again. Going to suffer another horrible containment. And things can get pretty ugly pretty quickly, like we did see in that Game 1.
Vikings on the way. Slightly faster eBay here for Dream. As this game is I mean, you could draw basically a line of symmetry down the production tab almost. These two are doing almost the exact same sort of styles with slight variations.
Yeah, just about. Let's see if he's going to commit to any targets this time, Dream.
Yeah, because he's been kind of doing that a little bit blind.
He has been doing that a lot blind, and this is probably exactly why Maru decides not to completely forego the Banshees for now.
And look at that, 2 turrets.
Yeah.
3.
Wow.
Again. And in fact, he's going to lose this SCV should he see this.
Well, this is just a huge mistake. Well, he's getting like a blind investment that's not going to pay off at all because Maru has no intention of going Banshees for now. And he's actually winning the engagement here.
Incredible micro from Maru. I mean, how do you beat it? How do you win that engagement when your opponent is the defender and he's coming down the ramp? I mean, just the control we saw there from Maru is why this guy has some of the best control in the world. Look at how red his Hellions are. He just goes back, repairs them. I mean, he even killed that SCV that was building the turret. There's the repair. Oh, boy. Maru is just on another level right now.
He's looking fantastic, that's for sure. See if he can maintain that lead. A couple of Vikings already. And now the barracks production is beginning, so he's going to go into that sort of bio style.
I mean, you see how Dream lift up a bunch of units to attack, then had second thoughts.
He's
on tilted a little bit, I think.
He's shaking up, man. I mean, wasting 300 minerals on targets that are going to be essentially useless until we actually see Maru starting to drop. There's no Banshees anytime soon. We're seeing a reactor on that starport, so no doubt going to be for Medivacs.
Yeah. No, I think the choice for Dream to go into his own Banshee is smart. See if he can get anything done with it. Maru's actually looking for this, though. Looking for this ore drops. Sends his Vikings out aggressively.
Yeah, and Engineering Bay is going to finish in time as well. Turret's going to come down. I think Maru might commit to turrets. Yeah, he's going to put one down in the main and natural.
Yep, even one at the production facilities. He's ahead enough to do this. And keep in mind, this is just one Banshee, no cloak. So this is going to really struggle to find significant damage. It's maybe kill an SCV or 2. It's more about can you keep it alive and make sure that it can come back later to do more significant damage.
We're going to see... sorry.
I was just going to say, we're going to see like this total split off here with these Hellions.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, we see a 10 supply lead already for Maru, and it's simply been based on build orders alone for now. There's not really been any damage done just yet. As I said, that we are seeing Dream drop into the main base, and everything's kind of evacuating the main at this point, but supply does scout it out, and I don't think Dream's going to find anything here. Yeah, just a little supply lead already for Maru, just because Dream is trying to defend against everything. Really scared of those Banshees. No doubt shook him up a lot from last game.
Well, that Banshee's already done something for Dream. It scouts his Hellion drop coming across the map. He's going to chase this down with his own drop, which is 4 Marines and 2 Hellions, it looks like. So, we have an awkward situation here. These Hellions aren't going to get much done because of the siege tank and a bunker. In fact, I don't think they're going to get anything done. Let's see.
No, he's going to damage a few SCVs by the looks of things. That's about it.
Yeah, not a single kill. Viking in position to shut that drop down from earlier. And here's that chase I was talking about. Does not have stim yet, though. So actually, he's going to have to just let it go. Look at the army for Maru. It's huge. It's much better than Dreams. And in fact, I think he's going to do the same sort of soft contain we saw earlier in game number 1. He's going to move across the map, start sieging up, start containing, start picking off units. He's going to have +1 much faster, too.
He's got to be careful, though, because he doesn't have the same sort of lead he did have in that game 1. He didn't have that. He doesn't have that critical sort of economic lead. He didn't get to contain that natural for very long at all. But he looks like he might actually be gearing up for a Doom drop.
Yeah, a huge scan. This is not going to be easy to make work, especially because the scan does kind of tip Dream off. Something like this may be coming.
I kind of like it, though, because he did do it a lot further in advance. So it's like a scan, and then he flies in instantly after. It's a scan. He sees what's there. He's like, I can commit to this.
Scans
now,
again.
This gives it away, but he's boosting in, and nothing's in position to deal with these tanks.
Nothing. And these tanks are, well, it's just one tank, but there's a ton of Marine sports. He's going to be right in position.
Oh, my God. This is too much damage already.
Way too much. 15. And he's totally controlling this location. He's going to kill so many supply depots. And not only the supply depots, but some of these Marines getting too close as well. And also the eBay.
He's supply blocked.
The eBay is in range. He's going to go for it. And he's going to get that upgrade. Cancels it. And now can actually start moving back to get out of here.
Well, he's committing now, but still a nice position here for Maru. He's going to get a decent trade. He might actually try and get out alive with these medivacs.
That he does. And killing that upgrade is pretty nice. Because that was the one upgrade he was going to be behind. Because he only had +1. But now he's going to actually have his own +1 armor first. Yeah. Oh, even going to try to engage here. Dream is not paying attention. Slow reaction. Still has to run away, but he's bringing more reinforcements. He can actually just fight in the open field.
Yeah, especially with the Vikings here. It's going to make things even harder for these medivacs to get away.
The tanks
too much damage. I think we see game.
I think so. Tank siege really late. He gets on top of them. And that's just going to wreck him here. Game, set, and match, ladies and gentlemen. He's now down 25 supply.
He's falling apart, man. He's in a horrible place right now. He doesn't know what he's doing. And this might be a little too far for Maru. Hard to say. Just enough.
No, it's enough. Yep, like you said, the Vikings helping out as well. Now he's got the production facility sieged up. He's going to kill these add-ons. The crowd is cheering Maru's name. And that's going to be the end of things, ladies and gentlemen. Maru will be the first ever Scrotiny Star League winner. Your champion. And as of this moment, the best Terran player in the world.
I think that's fair to say at this point. Some would argue innovation still out there
in individual leagues,
but innovation played in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen, and he lost.
Yep. And when it comes to best of sevens, Maru is an incredible player. He knows how to repair. And even though Maru looked more nervous to start things off in this series, it was Dream who got shaken. It was Dream who could not keep up.
Just that inexperience after all things, man. He started taking some big losses, and he couldn't bounce back. And I think that Game 5, it really just showed that more than anything else. Dream was just in a bad place. He was too shaken up, too nervous, and couldn't get that momentum back.
To be honest, I really am curious now, on a closing note about Dream, how this loss will affect him. Because we have seen finalists like Top, for example, who have a sick run, and then suddenly they kind of fall off a little bit. I wonder if Dream will be able to maintain his performance that we see here going to the next season as well as in Pro League, or if this is really going to mess with him and shake him up a little bit because he's very